everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Long Live the Queen. I don't know why when I loaded up this time, it started up on the skills menu. Let's go ahead and go back to this so we could chill with Elodie. Lovely little Elodie right here. So it has been quite a while since I have played this game. Just so you guys know, since break ended, I am back at my university. And so, unfortunately, I'm back at school again, as I'm sure many of you are as well. So we can all have fun, but also maybe suffer just a tiny bit together. I love school. School's awesome, but it's always a pain to go back to work after having a break, you know? That kind of thing. So, unfortunately, as you guys are aware, last time we lost dear old Elodie. And, in a couple of videos ago, Cool Cat, Stratazing was telling me that she thinks I should work on some weapons and battlefield medicine kind of stuff, which I definitely wish I did before, especially like the medicine and poisons, because that's what killed us before. So, I think it's definitely a wise choice, to work on some of that stuff, and I'll try to work on more of that here, as I actually have started already. I forgot that I did some of that before. What I'm thinking that we'll kind of do throughout this run is that I think, we'll definitely put some more points into poison right away, just to get that, really built up immediately. But I'm thinking that we're going to focus on more of a work on our strengths, work to try to improve our physical abilities and maybe even our armies. We're gonna stop working on history and intrigue, probably for the most part. Basically, we're gonna say, you guys can do whatever you want in your other countries, but if you come to me for war, we're gonna take you down, because I'm gonna boost my military. I'm gonna be safe myself, because I'm gonna try to work on, like, battlefield herbs, poison, stuff like that. Maybe we'll work on economics as well to try to keep our economy strong, to also boost our war efforts and stuff like that. We'll also probably work on our own physical weapons, because another thing that Stratazing said, which I thought was really cool, was saying that one of the descriptions for the magic below said that you could use magic to enhance weapons, which I think would be super cool for, like, swords, maybe even archery or polearms. But anyways, let's actually get into things right here. So as I said, we're gonna do a little bit of work in regards to poison, and what else would I like to do? I would love to put points into presence, so we could, work on our lumen skills, but actually, maybe I should put it into accounting instead, because I said we might work on economics, and I believe accounting was the alternate thing that we needed to get into the Treasury. So let's go ahead and do that. That would be economics and accounting. Let's go ahead and read these. Treasury profits and expenditures. Hope I pronounced that right. Trade. How goods are bought and sold between locations and production. National resources, oh, for a second I thought that's a natural. Yeah, national resources and how they are made into goods. It's pretty cool. So we're, of course, gonna work on those. Forget faith! Divination didn't help us at all. I'm sure it helped us some, but wish it could have helped us more than it actually did. 20! Certain poisons will counteract each other, such that either on their own will kill the victim, but carefully applying a matching amount of the other will cure. That's pretty sick. Using two poisons to counteract each other. That's something that I wish I could master in real life, I suppose. 10. You brush up on basic mathematics with the help of an abacus. I don't know what an abacus is. Probably some kind of like teacher or something. Maybe I'm silly. Uh-oh, okay, I know what we got here. Charlotte, what's up, lady? He loves me not. Lottie, what, do you have a boyfriend? Not really, I just like to play with the flowers. All of a sudden, the Duchess of Ursel rushes into the garden and points a sword at you. No, not at you, at your feet. Princess, don't move! Oh! I wonder what would happen if I would look down right now. Clearly, if we hold still, we're probably gonna get that composure test, and I'll probably fail it since I have no points in it. So let's actually see what happens if we look down anyways. Look down where her sword is pointing. There's a snake in the grass. +1 afraid. You can't help it. You squeak and jump back. The snake tenses and prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside, and the snake's fangs sink into her leg. Lottie! Too late. Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. Ah, great, it's our aunt again. What is going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. They're poisonous. Get a herbalist right away. I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone here to keep her safe. Oh. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. We will be returning home to Merva immediately. Your aunt has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should never have been here. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know. Oh no, I thought we'd get a poison test there. That's not good. I thought we were gonna pass. I thought we had the potential to pass and make Charlotte okay, but apparently that's not gonna be in the cards for us. So let's go ahead and check out our mood. Oh my god, I actually do not remember what at all these skill trees help with. We are afraid right now, and I'm pretty sure that's not what we'd want. Although I don't think depressed is what we'd want right now either. So, but I think it's also important to go ahead and get one of these actions done and see whatever happens. We'll actually probably go ahead and try to go into the Treasury again after talking to Juliana right now. Let's see what she has for us. What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. What crystal? The source of power for any lumen is a particular magical crystal. Once you've bonded with it, it becomes a part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you. Now. Oh, it belongs to you now. Except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course! Ah. She holds out her hands. Light flickers above her bosom, and then, with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. Yeah, we've already seen her crystal flashing it in front of our face. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh. It belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. Then why don't we kill you, Juliana? Steal it from you that way. You need to find the crystal that belongs to you. Alright, that probably means we're gonna go to the Treasury. I know we're not gonna succeed in getting in, but I just want to double check, make sure that accounting is what we need our points in. Maybe it's trade, maybe it's even production. I'm pretty sure it's one of the three that go into economics. But, even with failing that, though, that will increase our mood towards the willful trait, which could always be very useful for us, although I would like to increase one of these so they would balance out more nicely. I think what I'd want more than anything else right now might be pressured? I'm not sure. I totally, as I already mentioned, I've totally kind of already forgotten what kind of skills need to go into what traits, which is definitely unfortunate, but I don't want it the way it is right now because I don't want to work on agility stuff. Dance didn't help us out very much, so we're just gonna forget that. I feel kind of bad ignoring reflexes and flexibility, but we're gonna have to say no to those right now and focus on other things. And 100% I'm saying no to the faith skills once again. So let's just go ahead and keep putting stuff into what we know, I suppose. Which I guess would be more medicine and more economics for the time being, while we go ahead and balance out our other stuff. So same classes as... No, yeah, we could put more classes. We could put more into poisons, I think, for today. Let's just go ahead and stick with what we've already started. 30. If a victim is stabbed with the poisoned spine of a sea urchin, the spine must be removed carefully and the affected area soaked in very hot water in order to cook out the poison. That's pretty cool as well. I didn't know sea urchins could be that dangerous. 20. You study the manipulation of larger quantities through direct calculations, using written numbers instead of in abacus. What the hell is an abacus? I've got to look that up. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zahra and their parents gone. We never met the other two, so I guess they weren't really relevant at all. It's certainly not empty, though. It seems like we get more servants every day. I was so worried about Charlotte after the snake bit her. Ah, I think here we get the poison check. Poison failed! Oh, come on! God damn it. But her mother said she's okay, so I guess it turned out alright. Maybe she has a guardian angel! I really hope Charlotte's alright. As of the last time we, played, our last run, we didn't really ever hear from her again, so who knows. I want to go to the Treasury. Oh, but we have to talk to our father first, find out about the crystal, that's right. So let's go ahead and do that. Dad, what happened to Mom's lumen crystal? It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No! But it's mine! Melding with magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want. But for now, you are still my child. Okay. Well, that gave us some more points towards willful, so it's gonna balance out once we go to the Treasury. So hopefully something else will bring down Afraid and then Depressed as well. Yeah, I thought Afraid was our main trait since it's farthest to the left. So I guess we're not going to get any major bonuses for today either, but I guess I think it's okay that we're going to keep on balancing out those, but we'll stop poisoning. It's not like we're poisoning others. Although, I guess knowing how to cure poison is also, brings about knowing the best ways to poison other people. One of those, like, Gris defense is the best offense or something. Although I believe that phrase goes the alternate way. So let's see. Let's go ahead and do battlefield. Nah, battlefield medicine probably will not be important for quite some time. So let's do herbs, and we can do accounting again? Yeah, we'll do accounting one more time. I think that'll work out fine. That should be good. Week 5, the morning. 20. You learned that feverfew can be used to reduce tension and headaches. Feverfew must be some kind of plant or something. 30. You study money lending and the controversies involved in charging interest. According to the Druids, one should always return more than one is loaned, or else the debt gave no value to the world. That makes sense, definitely. One of the maids approaches you for attention. Ah, it's Alice. Have we met Alice at all in this Let's Play so far? Or this playthrough so far? I'm not sure. She's got some lovely glasses. My lady! Couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna. Okay, that makes sense. We haven't put any points into those, if I remember correctly. We have a Duke of Sedna? No, my lady. The Duchy of Sedna is in Talesi. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of... Deeply regret. Best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Yep. Here we go in this whole gravy train once again. Something sparkly will make me feel better. Okay, it looks like we're gonna be betrothed once again. That's not good. So, all that is still balancing out rather well. Let's go ahead and talk to Juliana so we can figure out it's in the Treasury. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so we'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait. This world is filled with dangers, and you will need the powers of a lumen to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do about it? The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess. You should be able to find a way inside. I forgot how dramatic the music gets right here. It's freaking crazy. Otherwise, you might have to take drastic action. Alright, I'll try to find a way in. Maybe in the future we'll try out what that drastic action is, because that does sound pretty intense. But at least for now, I want to play it safe again. If I do another playthrough after this one, I think we might do kind of like a Mass Effect Renegade style and do everything like evil or dark way or something like that. I think that might be pretty cool. But for now, we're gonna just like alter what kind of things we focus on for the most part. Alright, I will try to get into the Treasury. Oh, hooray. So let's see. What stuff do we want to skill again? We've got the exact same stuff already worked. So, I know I was saying already that I wasn't going to work on the conversation kind of stuff, but I kind of feel like that still might be important to put some points into. Same with history, but I don't want to get stuck in like a kind of spiral circle where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this. But, I mean, or saying, hey, I'm gonna focus on these skills, but then being like, but I might want to work on those skills as well. Because, obviously, since my last Let's Play was very basic, very focused on basing our skills heavily on certain subjects, rather than balancing them all out evenly, mainly, for two reasons. I did that for two reasons. One, because I feel like it builds, Elodie's character more, because we're like, oh, these are her interests, you know, that's the kind of thing she likes. But also I feel like being really skilled in some things, even though it didn't help us in the long run, is better than having everything all mixed, because then when, like, the really crucial calls happen, you're just gonna lose them, because everything's weak, instead of having certain things being really strong. At least that's the way I look at things. Maybe before, if I had put more points into poison, even had it at like 32, maybe I would have lived. Or some points in dogs, or some points in trade or production. I think it was a mix of trade and production, which was that call. But I don't know. Let's put a hold on medicine for now. We'll work on economics. And then, why not some conversation stuff? We'll put to public speaking, maybe even flattery? Or court manners, I don't know. Let's do court manners for now. So, no, not outfit, what am I doing? Conversation, court manners, and then, how many points do we have in accounting? Okay, accounting's pretty high, so let's go ahead and switch to production, because I think production is more important than trade for starters. So, hopefully this will work out well for us. 10. You review the correct greetings for guests according to rank and when to extend your hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. 10. You learn that Sunset Bay off the coast of Duchy Mazomba is a prime location for fishing. That's good to know if we want to trade and fish a lot. I don't really have a map of our country, though, or a map of our land, so I don't know, I don't really know how many seas are nearby, or even lakes or anything like that. Basically, I don't know how big fish is in my country. As you are walking, you spot a familiar figure in the palace gardens. It's the Duchess of Ursul. Maybe I should go and say hello. Then you notice that seated beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They are very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Looks like she's busy. You turn and walk in a different direction, so as not to disturb them. At that moment, you notice something unusual. It looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. Was that a servant? A thief? Or an assassin? Okay, so last time we tried to climb over the hedge, but since we had no climbing skills, that didn't really work out for us. And I don't know if running and hiding is the safest thing. If someone spots us, or sees us right now, like if that is an assassin, then I'm pretty sure just getting off on our own would put us in more danger. So let's call the guards. Guards! However, by the time the response is organized and directed to the area beyond the palace, there's no sign of any intruder. You wonder if you were only imagining it. Hell no. Elodie would never imagine such a thing. So what do we want? Oh yes, we want to check the treasury. Double double check to make sure what those 2 checks are. So what do we have here? Accounting. Okay, accounting was the one. You try to talk your way past the Treasury guards, but despite eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, and outright threats, they won't budge. Humph. I love that. The flavor text in this game is so goddamn good. Oh man, conversation is really bad right now. Why is that? Is that because, yeah, our mood is depressed. Okay, so our mood has changed, which gave us a benefit in animal handling, which makes a lot of sense for when you're depressed. Although I don't think we'll put any more points in that. I kind of wish I could have taken those 15 points back at this point, but you know, that's fine. We had the benefit when we used it, and I don't know, we used it. So, although falcons might have been pretty important, there were a lot of calls involving birds that happened. But I think expression might also be pretty important. Let's go ahead and put a couple more points towards falcons. We're actually gonna work towards animal handling again. I feel kind of weird saying that, but this is the choice I'm making. That and more economics, of course, since conversation now is quite a negative buff to it. So production once again, production and falcons. That'll be our focus for today. Economics, production. Really want to work on accounting, but obviously we can't do that until we get all these over 25 so we can max accounting like mad. And then animal handling, more falcon training. Week 7, the morning. 20. You learn how farmers in the Duchy of Marie rotate between fields for raising crops and fields that follow. 20. You learn about the fragility of hunting birds and the years of training necessary to develop mastery. Luckily, your royal falconer does most of the hard work for you. 30. You learn about the hood and leather jesses. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. How and when they are worn, and how to keep them maintained and oiled. I didn't know you would oil something like that. That's interesting. As you are walking up the stairs, a maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. Okay. Elegance failed, reflexes failed, I figured. Before you can react, she barrels into you, sending you and the sheets flying. Oh, my lady, I'm so sorry. Please don't, try to assassinate me here, Alice. Oh! Punish her? That is so rude. Let's go ahead and apologize. I mean, she's the maid. She's doing work right now. We should have been more careful, even if we are the princess, soon to be queen. That made us more depressed? That's ridiculous. No, it was my fault. I should have gotten out of your way. If you say so, milady. That was my lady, not milady, but I prefer saying milady. So now we're depressed once again. I really want to remedy that, or change that. So let's see if we could get willful and plus depressed. Yeah, because plus depressed brings it up. Or just making us chillful would be better. But that would also make us yielding, and yielding's down there. I don't want that. No, not working towards yielding. Plus lonely, plus 1 afraid. Wait, what was the counter that? Oh yeah, of course the counter to depressed would be chillful. It makes a lot. I mean cheerful, not chillful. God damn. We could just put 2 towards willful. That would put willful up top. So I think that might be our next option. Let's go ahead and do that. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father wouldn't like it if he finds out. Well, forget father. Poop him. Poop him in his ugly face. So what do we have for us right here? We could work on intrigue. Intrigue is always nice. I don't know, I feel like I'm totally going against everything that I've already mentioned before. Apparently Lumen is +1 with willful. I wish I knew that before. That's nice to know now. Also it's nice to note that that's not -2? Can we actually? No, we can't even take any Lumen classes. Or -3. The Lumen thing is usually -3. Until you get your crystal, if I remember correctly, so that's interesting. Could also work on our military stuff, but like I said, I really want to max that out once again, but I don't think this is the right time to be maxing that out. Unfortunately, since Willful has given us a huge negative in economics, I think I'm actually going to want to take away Willful once again. It's nice for intrigue and stuff like that, but not really what I want at the moment. Like, all this stuff is mainly what I'd want to focus on later, except for maybe intrigue. So let's actually go ahead and put some points into intrigue, and we'll continue working on conversation stuff. Court manners. That might be perfectly fine right now. Court manners and intrigue. What would I want to work on? I think we'll do internal affairs again. Once again, I want to be more careful about what's going on inside my own country before worrying about what's happening outside. Actually, I don't know. In hindsight, that might have been foolish. 20. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back to you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. 10. Until you have children of your own, your maternal uncle, the Duke of Merva, is next in line for the crown, and after him would be his daughter, your cousin, Charlotte. I would love for Charlotte to be the queen, but Elodie's cooler. Elodie's better. Like, look at that willful smile on her face. There is a man here to see you. He wishes crown funding for a project of his. Okay, hopefully we could succeed in this. Remember, the Treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and factory to mold and cast the type. With the system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now and make copies to send all over the world. This is like Swedish Jamaican man from the first Let's Play. Oh, come on, Elodie. I hate you right now. I don't know much about factories or trade. Would that really be worthwhile? We are not interested. It's a frickin' printing press, Elodie. You foolish fool. Okay, Willful's really... Oh, this is bad. Because I don't want willful or depressed. But everything else is balanced out in the middle. This ended up working out very poorly for us. Let's try to put points towards pressured. Which probably means that this one's gonna be best for us. Because that'll give 2 yielding, which will put depressed as the highest unless it adds 1 to depressed. Yeah, depressed is gonna be the highest for sure. Whatever, we could take a day being depressed, I think. +1 depressed, +1 afraid. We could just subtract our depression right now, but I don't think that's the best option currently. We'll attend court. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father, and it may be important for your future. I wish it actually was. I mean, technically it is, because it does affect our mood, but it doesn't really give us any new skills or anything like that, for sure. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.